So this is the smart switch. So this one have neutral. This one is tuya smart switch. Why this one also is tuya smart switch? So this one have neutral, live and neutral, but this one doesn't have any neutral. So it's only have live wire, but this one have live and neutral wire. So now, if you want to connect this tuya smart switch without neutral, so and this tuya smart switch is used where neutral wire is not supplied. So let's say for instance, want to wire, let's say for instance, so want to install smart switch to a house that have already been wired. So instead of us to put neutral wire, you can make use of this tuya smart switch that have no neutral. So the only thing that we need to do, this tuya smart switch came with capacitor. The function of this capacitor is to complete the circuit. When we connect this smart switch, when we connect it to the electricity, then the voltage will be fluctuate. But in order to overcome it, so we need to add this capacitor, and the function of this capacitor is to complete the circuit. So whenever we have this capacitor, then the voltage will stable and the circuit will what? Will complete. And this smart switch has inbuilt Wi-Fi inside, Wi-Fi module inside. Then it has touchscreen. When you press this touchscreen, then the light will come up. Then it also have RF receiver. That is, you can pair remotes with it. So you can control this smart switch in two ways: through RF receiver that you pair to it, then through Wi-Fi. Then you can also control it when you press this touch. So when you press this touch, then you can control it. So we also have, this is the one that doesn't have, the one that have live and neutral, but this one doesn't have neutral. It's only have live. So we want to connect this smart switch. So whenever you want to connect this smart switch, then you connect its live wire to the what? To label. Oh, this is label. Then you connect this live wire to it. So by the time you connect the live wire, and then you screw it. Then this L1, L2, L3, L4. So we have this smart switch is only one. It's one gang switch. We have the one of 3 gangs, we have the one of 2 gangs, then we have the one of 4 gangs. But this one is one gang switch. So now the live wire from the bulb, then you will connect it to L. The live wire from the bulb, you will connect it to the L1. So this one is L1, then you connect the live wire from the bulb to L1. So when you connect this live wire from the bulb to this L1, then so let's couple it back. So let's connect it. Can you see the connection? So let's connect it. So can you see? So can you see that the voltage is fluctuating? Can you see now that the voltage is fluctuating? Can you see? The reason why the voltage is fluctuating is because there is no neutral. So neutral is not supplied to it. But in order to overcome this, so we need to add this capacitor. So you will now locate the L1 from the bulb. The L1 from the switch. So this is the L1. The L1 from the switch. Then you locate it from the bulb. Then when you locate it from the bulb, then you now connect capacitor in parallel with live and neutral. You will connect capacitor in parallel with live and neutral. So let's disconnect it before we connect the capacitor. So let's disconnect it before. Then let's So we have disconnected it. So let's connect the capacitor. So you connect the capacitor in parallel to live and neutral from the bulb. So this is it. Then we have connected in parallel. Then you can now connect to the electricity. So let's connect it to electricity now. Can you see now the footage is what? Can you see now? So can you see? This is so when you press this touch, the lights will come on. Can you see now? The footage is stable. Can you see that the footage is stable? Then press this touch again, then it will come on. It will come off. So when you press this one again, then it will come up. Can you see? So the footage is not fluctuating again. The reason why the footage is fluctuating before is that there is no neutral is not supply. So this machine doesn't have neutral. But in order to make the cycle to complete, that's why we add capacitor. So you now locate the L1 from the capacitor. You locate the L1. You locate the bulb that connected to L1. So when you locate the bulb that connected to L1, then you now connect capacitor in between the live and neutral of the bulb. So assuming that assuming that this tuya smart switch is 4 gauge. So if it is 4 gauge without neutral, then when you connect it, when you connect all the branch of the bulb, you connect it to it. Then you now locate the bulb that connected to L1. So when you locate the bulb that connected to L1, then you now connect the capacitor in between. You connect the capacitor in parallel in between the live and neutrals of the bulb. So by the time you connect it in parallel with live and neutrals of the bulb, then the voltage will be stable. Can you see? This is it. Can you see? Can you see now?